Hey Cancer, this is a general timeless reading, so make sure to use your own discretion and stay open to your own intuitive hits that could come through. Watch these types of videos only when you feel guided to do so. If the roles I'm describing you feel are in reverse, please feel free to reverse them while you're listening. And if you want a personal reading, book in through my website. The link will be in the description box. This is really... So I had to draw some clarifiers. Gain and the Magician in the Mirror Purify. I get that there's like something that you feel maybe blocking, like you're starting something new, some sort of project, some sort of passion, some sort of new way of being or living. And there's a need to purify around that. It's kind of like you're cleaning house. You're kind of just going at it. You're just like, okay, well that's not working. I need to change this. I'm going to change this. I'm going to start doing this. But it's all towards something. And for some of you, you may not have a clear direction of what that is, but if you don't, I'm getting that you probably are in this state of purifying and trying to just improve your quality of life. But for a lot of you, I get that you're doing that for a specific purpose. Like there's some sort of like exterior motivator, and it could be like, again, a project, it could be a relationship, it could be a health concern. I'm not too sure what it is, but there's something. For a lot of you, I get that this is like something you're trying to manifest and actually create that may not already exist in the form that you want it to exist. But I get that you're creating this from a very, very balanced perspective. It's kind of like you feel a sense of inner balance, maybe not inner peace, but inner balance, and more capable of handling issues because you've also got the emotions card to clarify the Empress and Yin Yang, which tells me, yeah, you've done a lot of inner work, and what it is that you're trying to manifest is, I can't stress how positive this thing will be. I just get this sense like, oh wow, okay, I just heard it's a new dawn, it's a new day, and it's a new life for me, and I'm feeling good. Okay. So that song might be relevant to some of you. Called Feeling Good. I like the Nina Simone version. Or is it Tracy Chapman? Anyway. Yeah, I just get this new dawn for you guys. Like, it's kind of like this big cycle is just closing out. And there's an adjustment. And because you've got man holding a heart, woman holding a heart, broken heart, and all of this is about emotions. If it's not a trump card, it's an emotion. Water. I think water? I'm not too sure about the major arcana. Water. Earth. Okay, well that's Earth, but that's because that's your project. That's the thing you're doing on the earthly realm, the physical realm. But there is an adjustment that needs to happen. Now I'm going to get the clarifiers for these because this is where it gets a little tricky for me. I haven't read this bit yet. Okay, stability. Ace of Cups with risk reward, Prince of Cups with release, and broken heart. Okay. Yeah, it's like this is like... There's been something that's kind of reinvigorated your sense of self, like your maybe lust for life, sense of self. But in a good way, this is where all this balance is coming from, all this emotion, but there is still adjustments that need making, need doing, in order to achieve the stability that this thing that you're trying to manifest requires. Man holding a heart. Okay, this is going to be multiple things coming towards you from when you read this, because it's the universe is saying there's going to be something that'll be obvious external to you that will be offered to you to help you provide more stability. This could be an opportunity of any nature, but I get that it could come from a person, and it may not come in the form that you think it does, like something that you think isn't necessarily an offer could be the offer. So stay alert about Sorry, there's multiple things coming in about this. Stay alert about the things that come into your life and the new opportunities that come into your life, because these opportunities are going to afford you a moment for adjustment. The adjustment's going to help support whatever it is that you're trying to manifest. And I get that, yeah, it's kind of like I'm seeing a boat that gets rocked. The adjustment could look like it could rock the boat. And there is a risk and reward in relation to this. It's got something to do with like your emotions. So the offer that comes in could come from like a friend, family member, partner, someone that you actually can be affected by on a very deep level emotionally. There's going to be something in relation to you guys that you need to pay attention to, and it will be a spirit test. It's kind of like a test and an offer. They're basically saying, if you can pass this test and adjust things in a different way, in a more stable way, the risk and the reward will pay off. There'll be an emotional new beginning. You'll become aware of things within yourself that needed finalizing. Because you got yin yang and emotions, I get that you're pretty much there already. Like, you're in the state you need to be in to achieve this, but you couldn't actually address these things until you reached this Empress yin yang emotion state. And now that you have, Spirit's like, okay, now they're ready, they're equipped to deal with all these things that we need them to deal with. And it may not be many, it could just be one, or it could be many, I'm not sure. But for a lot of you, I think it's like just maybe one or two, maybe three big things. But you'll know them when they come in, because it's going to be in relation to things that are emotionally connected to you. So it could be like a sibling or an old friend, a lover, maybe an ex-lover, reaching out for closure or extending an olive branch. This is really interesting, actually. This reading is coming, there's some sort of energy going on right now that's causing this, but there's been a few readings similar to this. Although this is, I think, the most stable version of it that I'm seeing with Yin Yang and the Empress. But the risk and the reward is worth it. There's an emotional new beginning. And in turn, it helps you to see how you needed to grow, which helps you to gain more wisdom, which is what you've been doing to get to this Empress state. But whatever this offer is, if you can high vibe it and achieve it to whatever degree that Spirit's trying to get through, like repairing a relationship, maybe bringing closure, and maybe it's not repairing the relationship, it could just be discussing certain things, speaking your truth in a way that you haven't been able to before in this dynamic. There's some sort of thing that you're required to do, and I feel like you'll know what that is. There'll be a part of you that might want to emotionally react quickly, so I would advise maybe just give it 24 hours, breathe, and then respond, if that's doable. And what'll happen is this release, the Prince of Cups release. You'll be able to move forward and leave all of the pain in the past, healing this broken heart, releasing the heartache and the pain that feels like it can't be released, even if you've tried and tried and tried. It's probably, if that's the case, you've tried and you still have this inner pain that even you might not even express to people, but something under the surface there. This is what's going to be dealt with and cleared out and released, bringing stability. It'll adjust your life, bring stability. The risk and reward will pay off by releasing this heartbreak. And you weren't able to be tasked with removing this. You were literally kept from it because you weren't in the Empress Yin Yang state. But now that you are, Magician in the mirror, the Empress Yin Yang, you're ready to manifest. You've got everything you need now to manifest. So now Spirit's saying, okay, now that you've got everything, we're ready to bring this in and help you fix this, heal this, and release this. So whatever comes up soon after this reading, probably I'd say in the next 2 to 3 weeks, pay close attention. The things that come up, the people that come back, the conversations that get brought up again, all of that sort of stuff. It does serve a purpose, and you just need to draw on your own inner wisdom and inner strength, inner power, because I see you being very balanced and grounded in your emotional state. You have the stability you need in order to adjust this. So put your witchy boots on and get to work. I'm just kidding. Alright guys, I'm going to leave it there. If you want a personal reading, book in through the website. If not, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Blessed be.